And there we go. It's 7 o'clock here in the UK, and welcome. I'm Tam from Loke BattleMats, and I'm going to be taking you through our upcoming products and doing a Q&A to answer any questions you may have about what we have coming up. In case you don't know us, we're Loke BattleMats, and we produce books of wipe clean maps for tabletop role-playing games. And what I'm here to present to you today is a little look at what's coming up for the rest of this year, and also a look ahead to 2021 for some of the things we've got coming up, and an exciting look at some things which are quite early on in the pipeline. So yes, so thank you for joining us. Let me know in the comments if the sound's okay, or if you've got any questions. As I said, I'm Tam from Loke BattleMats. Matt is sat beside me doing the comments, so anything you want to ask, please shout out, and we will get started. So we've got a whole host of goodies to run through. We've only got an hour, so I'm going to have to get cracking, I'm afraid. So bear with me while I just get sorted out. And the first thing we're going to be having a look at is the Big Book of BattleMats Volume 2. So for those of you who are aware of our products, we tend to work in two sizes. The big books, which are in UK, that's A4, or I believe US letter size, and they are perfect for going in your bag, fitting on your bookshelf, same size as your standard rule books. And this is a very conveniently sized product. And then what we have inside the book, give me a second, I'll just make sure I'm all lined up properly, is wipe clean maps for tabletop role-playing games. So these are all laminated. They will wipe clean with any non-permanent wet marker or dry marker, and of course great for use with miniatures. And as we go through the pages, this is the follow-up to the award-winning Big Book of BattleMats, which we launched back in 2018. This is a range of fantasy designs, all geared up for your big fantasy role-playing games. These are generic maps which you can reuse over and over again. They're great to use with any sort of 3D terrain, or also add on decals and things. And some key maps in our books here are modular. So you will see we have standard entry exit points. So should you own more than one book, you can line them up to create bigger maps. And as you can see, we've got all the standard encounter areas that you will need for your fantasy games. So we have caves, we have dungeons, we have riverbanks, roads, villages, and lots of different ways in and out. So we also make sure there's a good range of variation in our maps. So we have larger areas and more confined spaces, just so that our DMs who are using our products are able to really have some fun with the encounters. The best thing about our books really is they are such a time saver. I mean, no more blank maps and frantically drawing maps mid-game. If your adventure party want to do something other than the map you've prepared, you can simply reach up to your shelf and you have a map in your hand for any encounter. We have updated our books and designs a little bit for the volume 2s. So this is a completely new set of maps from volume 1. A nice tavern there, or that could be a cellar for your temple. And another lovely tavern there. So as you that map will get a lot of use, one of my personal favourites. And obviously the sewers for sewer encounters. And again, this is an A4, which is a US letter size. So it's really conveniently sized for random encounters, anything that happens unexpectedly. You have a map for it in this book. It also worked very well with our volume 1 book of BattleMats, in that the same entry exit points have been used on some of the key maps, so you will be able to line this up and increase your range of map options. And we've also made sure to include some maps reflecting the latest games that are coming out, which people will be wanting to play. This little book is spiral bound. Ship at sea. I can see a bit of a mutiny going on there. And we always include our plain grids just so that our books are truly customizable and you can use our maps for anything at all at the drop of a hat. So we mentioned the spiral binding there, which I'm just going to go into a bit more detail with as I run through the giant book. Apologies, I do have to rattle on because we only have an hour and we have quite a lot to get through. So just give me a second while I get everything lined up. The volume 2s for the big and giant book will be out to buy in retail in October, so not too long to wait. So we have the spiral binding on our books, which allows the book to lay 100% flat. You can even out the pages to make sure they're exactly level as well, should you so wish. It also allows you to fold the book completely in half on any page, which is brilliant because it means that all our books can be completely adapted to suit any game, any encounter, and any table space. So it really does give you all the flexibility and all the options that you could want. Again, everything is wipe clean, so these maps can be used over and over again and customized for many different encounters. As you can see in the giant book, the map themes are all the same as in the big book, but with a little bit more detail just to reflect the larger size of the book. So this is a more tabletop option. This will allow you to spread out a little bit, but again, everything at your fingertips that you could possibly want. And again, another cave system for you to work your way through with some larger areas for the bigger bases to come out as well as some more intricate spaces to make your adventure parties have a little look around. We make sure we have some transition maps, so going through from caves into dungeons, just to link all the things together. Lots of transitions again, coming in from the grass through into caves and dungeons, so that your whole adventure can be played through just using any one book. Again, you'll see here our standard entry exit points, so you can line up multiple maps and multiple books to move the party through. And again on this map as well. So lots of different options. And you'll see what we like to do in our books is to use one page for a more intricate and tactical map and the other page for a wider open area for your boss encounters. So again, there should be very little work here required from a DM or GM point of view. Once you pick up this book, it's really a nice easy game. You don't have to draw your map mid-game. It's very easy to customize and adapt it, and we have all the encounter areas covered that you could possibly want. And hopefully the owners of our books will testify that these do spark the imagination a little bit as well. We like to inspire encounters as well. So this temple could also be a guild hall. This could be your cellar, or it could be a tavern. So that could be the cellar for this tavern as well. And again, you've got the entry exit points that will line up, so your adventure can flow through. Everyone needs a sewer map. One of our most popular and most used maps, we always have sewers going on so that your adventure can go underground at any point. Our lovely castle here for a nice siege scene. And this is our manor house. And lots and lots of outdoor areas as well, tree houses, so you can get a bit Robin Hood. We're quite at Nottingham here in the UK. And lava caves. Again, we've got some maps to reflect the updated modules that are coming out. Lots of different temperate climates for you. Again, this is a frozen map. So lots and lots of different options. And again, we have our ship at sea. And we always include plain maps. So if nothing else, you can always just grab a non-permanent marker and draw whatever you need. So, just to quickly summarise that, the Big and Giant Books of BattleMats Volume 2 will be out in the shops on the 1st of October, available to buy from your friendly local gaming store or favourite online retailer. So let us know what you think in the comments. We've put page numbers on all our maps, so you can very easily navigate your way around, and we think we're very proud of these books. We've updated them. These were first published back in our Kickstarter in 2018 in an earlier format. So what we've done for the retail release is we've gone through and we've updated all the maps to bring this out to retail. And we're really, really pleased with how it has come out. So we'd love to hear what you think of that in the comments. That will be out in October. The next thing that we are going to talk about is something a little bit different. So this is our adventure board. It is quite a good looking product, as you can see. We have a cover artist, Jim Gray, who always does a lovely dragon for our products, and we're very pleased with how this one has come out. And this is a board, double-sided, which is featuring our dungeon tile floor and also a grassland map. So let's crack into it and see what it looks like. So once again, what you will see is we have a laminated surface. So what I'm going to do is just fold this out so you can see. This is a very simple board. Let me just get this straight for a second. With the laminated surface, it's giving you a 2 foot by 2 foot play area. And what this board does is it gives you a large play area. It of course lays completely flat. It's laminated, robust, and very easy to store and travel with. Now, we all have a lot of PVC rollout mats at home and also the paper ones that you can fold out as well. And every single format for playing role-playing games, getting your terrain sorted out, everything has pluses and minuses to it. And the real advantage of this board format is that it is robust and it's very easy to store and easy to travel with. So you have 2 foot by 2 foot playing areas in your standard interior and exterior terrain going on there. So this is just waiting for any adventure to happen. Again, you can use your wet markers, your dry white markers, anything non-permanent to customize this. It works beautifully with 3D terrain and also with add-on scenery, things like stickers, tokens, anything that you can turn around. So I'm just going to flip it over now so that you can see the other side of it. But I'd love to see what you think. This is the same flagstones that we use in our books. So a product like this can also be used to expand the play area in our books as well. And you can see the quality of it. It is a robust product, and because it folds out, it's nice and flat, as you can see on the table. So you're not going to have any products with miniatures on the slant. We do find that keeping products 100% completely flat is an absolute must for our industry. So anything we produce, we make sure that's a key point for us. So again, when you have your encounters out, you have your 1 inch square grid on both sides of this. And what that will do is later get the miniatures out and you can tactically plan and track your encounters. And it's just such a easy, simple, versatile product. I'm going to be using this to demonstrate some of our other products going forwards, but we're very keen on this as a really simple, nice way to track encounters. This is a fold-out board. It's a really epic encounter area it gives you at 2 foot by 2 foot, and it fits in your bag or on your shelf. The nice thing about anything laminate is that it doesn't stain, so things will wipe off this very, very easily. So what we have here is a pretty standard dry white marker. So if you wanted to mark, please excuse my awful drawing, mark out a building, you can do that very easily, or a road. You can very quickly get an encounter area going, and then just immediately it will come off. Honestly, I need a damp cloth, which I haven't got. So and immediately that comes off. On the dungeon tile floor side of things, as you can see, we have moss on here to really emphasize the character of what your dungeon could look like. And again, that matches in with some of our books as well. I'll just get that straightened up for you so that you'll be able to use this to expand all the play areas on the books that we have. And so that product will be out shortly. We'll announce the exact date for that in the coming weeks. So again, please let me know in the comments what you think and anything you'd like to see more of. Coming up to our next product, we are going to be looking at a range of products which are launching in January next year, so 2021. So the first one that I'm going to take you through is the Townsend Taverns books of BattleMats. Now you may be aware of this. This is the follow-up map set to the Dungeon books of BattleMats, which have just won a Silver Emmy, which we're very, very pleased with, obviously, and delighted and quite a bit humbled because it's a big deal for us to get that. But this is the follow-up book set. This kickstarted successfully earlier this year in 2020, and the retail launch is coming up in January 2021. So bear with me a second while I just get everything out to line it up. So what we have here, again, we have books of BattleMats. Let me just get that straighter for you. is books with our trademark spine so you can lie completely flat. These books are also modular. So as I flip through, what you will see is with these standard entry exit points leading on from one book into the next, all the maps line up. So these books have been designed so that you will always have a dedicated spread of 4 pages, which all work beautifully well as one design. But when you turn the pages to flip through, you will see that you can mix and match the pages as well. Each of these map books has 40 pages in it, and they are sold as a 2-book set. So that's a lot of maps. And also, as you go through, you will also find there's lots of different combinations, which means that it's pretty endless what you can do with these books. These maps are fantasy urban maps. So you've got obviously taverns, you've like this dockside one. You've also got a lot of generic buildings, open spaces. Again, you can customize these using any dry white marker or non-permanent wet marker. It will it will come off with a wet cloth, and it means that your adventure can just keep flowing and flowing, and that these maps are absolutely brilliant when it comes to just being able to reach for a book and suddenly you have so many different encounter areas and maps for your adventure. So for this one, you can see this is it could be a tavern, it could be a guild house, it could be a manor house. This could be a dance room, a ballroom, it could even be a fighting pit. It's whatever you want it to be. You can customize these maps as much as you like. We've really, again, made sure to put in lots of different sizes of buildings, lots of different textures of buildings, so that you can really have a lot of fun in making sure that the adventure flows through these maps beautifully. And we've also put in lots of open spaces as well, so that, and we could come back to this, but this means, again, you can design your own town, you can write on these books, you can be anything you like in order to keep your adventure flowing. So we go from a market hall here. This is through into like a manor house or one of our more upmarket areas. And as you can see, we've got a lot of different things like a warehouse. This could be a cellars and basements. We've got a beautiful upmarket tavern here with lots of rooms going on. So this could even be a theatre. Again, it could be a guild hall. And once again, these were kickstarted back at the start of 2020, but there will be a retail launch for these. They will be available in your stores for any local gaming store or favourite online retailer in January 2021. I love this sewer pit. Again, sewer maps are one of our favourite maps, one of the most used ones that we find in our adventures. And I do wonder what's going to be coming out of that. Again, we also have some ramparts here, so there could be a siege. It's up to you whether you're trying to get in or trying to get out or trying to defend these walls. But as you can see, it's an immersive feel. Our artwork is, as you can see, it's top down, it's customizable, it's reusable, it's generic. There's lots of different things you could use these maps for. And that means that you will get to use them over and over again. They represent excellent value for money, and they are just they're fun. There's lots of different ways you can line these maps up. A graveyard, again, another really popular map. We can never have enough graveyards, can we? But there's lots of different things here. And again, you've got changes of level, entry, exit points going on, so you can line these up with our other maps. And it's very much, the options really are endless. And then we get into the scruffier end of town. So something bad has happened here. We're not quite sure what it was, but I'm sure that our adventure parties are going to find out. So that was the Townsend Taverns books of BattleMats. And they are going to be out in the shops January 2021. It's a 2-book set. You get both the books in a slipcase. Again, we have used James Gray to do our cover art for the slipcase. It's come out really beautifully well. So you get 2 books in the slip set, and that will be available in January. And they also work with the existing dungeon books of BattleMats. They share the same entry-exit points, so you can use the dungeon maps in conjunction with them as cellars or extra rooms. So the next product as part of this range is the Little Book of BattleMats Townsend Taverns edition. And as you can see, it is exactly what it says. It is the Little Bit of BattleMats. Now this is 6 inches by 6 inches. Oh, in the Townsend Taverns book set, which I just went through, each book is 1 foot square, giving you a 2 foot by 2 foot square playing area, which is pretty epic. And once again, obviously, you can also fold the books in half, so you can play any page individually, going all the way up to the big 4-page maps. And this little book, this will fit in your bag, on yourself, or even in your pockets. This means that you can adventure on the go, but it is a perfect product just for quick random encounters, but it's also a product for linking maps. So if you want to link 2 battle maps together, link 2 areas together, this really is the way to do it. You can produce rooms, hallways, anything like bridges at the drop of a hat and put them down exactly where you need them to be. Look, here's a little ship for you to go sailing, and if you just need a quick ship encounter, boom, there you go. This will help you split areas. These are designed to complement the maps in the Townsend Taverns books, but it's a very lovely standalone product if you're looking to connect areas of maps, or if you just need an extra room for an encounter quickly. This is the perfect product for you. This is 6 inches by 6 inches, and it will fit in your pocket. So for random encounters, it's just perfect. If you've got everything set up to go into the tavern and the group want to go to the gardens, you've got that covered. You can just pop out the little book and here you go. And again, we put some blank areas in so you can use your non-permanent markers to get drawing on these and get customizing on them. So again, we've got some I have to say, rather suspiciously empty looking rooms there, but I'm sure they won't be empty when your adventure party goes. And also cellars through into caves. And as you may be noticing, a lot of these maps complement directly what's in the Townsend Taverns book. So it's a great partner product. But again, once again, if you need to just have a bridge across so that you can move your party from one encounter to another using your existing maps that you have, this is a perfect product to do it. And you can see there's a couple of different bridges in this, and also lots of different, that is got to go with the cemetery. That looks really suspicious. I don't know what's going to be climbing out of there, but I don't want to be in that room when it does. I don't know about you guys. What would you use these rooms for? Let me know in the comments what you're seeing and what you like. And that's the end encounter, which is the slightly more ruined area of the town. So again, you can see this is a great little book. It'll just be able to produce rooms and put them exactly where you need them, so that your adventure party, should they take a left instead of a right, you've got that covered. There's nothing more convenient than just popping this, and again, it fits in your pocket, it fits in your bag. It's a perfect little companion book, and it's a great little thing for random encounters. Now, coming back, we have got some add-on scenery to talk about next. So I'm just going to reach down and get the battle board out again, just so I can use this as a backdrop for what we're going to talk about next. Those of you who are familiar with our products already will know that we did so this is me opening the packet, do excuse me, it sounds like a packet of crisps. That we did a pack of add-on scenery called Dungeon Decorations, and which has gone down very well, so we have expanded on that, and these are the new sets. The first one we're going to talk about is Town Trimmings. So without further ado, I will just do a little demonstration. Now what these are static clings, so they are not actually sticky stickers. They work by suctioning on to any smooth surface. I think like window stickers basically. And because of that, these will work with any laminated map, so not just our own products, but also anything that's laminated. So the Town Trimmings pack is specifically designed for fantasy urban areas. So what I am going to do is just create quickly a town. So if you're running a game and you've got everyone and they're arriving in 5 minutes and you just want to pop the kettle and have a nice cup of tea, this will mean that you can prepare your encounter in moments. So already immediately we've got a little town square with 2 buildings and some market stalls. So if you've got a market encounter, that's absolutely perfect. There's so much more you can do when you just have a bit more time on your hands. And we've got lots of different things here. The joy to it is it's quick and it's easy and everything can happen in moments. You don't need hours to prepare for your game, and if you need to set up a town quickly mid-game because that's where the party wants to go, they're in the woods, they're getting ready for the big boss encounter, but suddenly they decide they want to do some shopping. It's happened to everyone, and we're here to help when that happens. We can help with that. We can help you create in a matter of minutes a very immersive, realistic, and in-depth urban encounter. Now, in this packet, you get over 100 reusable static clings. Like I said, these aren't sticky stickers. These are static clings. So they come on and off very easily, but they never lose their stick because they're not sticky in the first place. But you can see just how flat these lay and how well they hang on. So if I was to move that, nothing moves there at all. We have lots of different designs in here as well. So in terms of what we have in here, you can also, there's lots of internal furniture as well. So I'm just going to swivel you around so I can work on the blank area. So should you wish for this to be the inside of a tavern, you can set that up exactly as you like, with tables and chairs and even a little bar here. So suddenly your adventure just became a lot easier. It's an immersive map, it's detailed, our artwork is, I don't know how well you can see, I'm just going to angle that for the webcam for you. As you can see, you can use these to customize any map. So even if you've drawn out the outlines of your building, but you need your interior, this is where we can help you with that. So as you can see, they come off very easily as well. So in moments, you can clear the area and get ready for the next encounter. All these rooftops, by the way, are sized to cover the buildings in the Townsend Taverns set, but we have made them modular so that we have got lots of different size and shape options which you can combine together to create the size roof that you need. And again, it just adds more options, more ease of use, and the ability for anyone who is DMing or GMing a game just to be able to react quickly to what the party are doing and to be able to really immerse yourself in the adventure, create the areas you need to create. I mean, we have here, you can create a blacksmith suddenly, and this could be part of your market square. So when your adventure party come along, you can see, we'll go for the invisible dude. You can see immediately that there is lots to be doing. It's immersive. You can track where they're going. This could be a long shopping trip. You know it happens. We've all had those adventures when the shopping trip takes longer than the final encounter. This could be one of those moments. You could be looking at this a while. So there's lots of different things you can do to help. We have got lots of different shop interior options for you. So you could want fruit and veg. You could want magical items. Just going to pop these two there because that's where they'll go. Miscellaneous general store. We have our blacksmith here. Here's his works table, which I should imagine is where we're going there. Then of course we have the butcher and the baker. And in seconds, you can see we've now got a really detailed interactive map where you can specify exactly where your party need to go when they go shopping. And it's a neat way of doing it, because in moments, again, you can just remove everything. So that's not the blacksmith anymore, it's more of the armourer shop. And you can see exactly what's for sale on that table. And it's nice because it immerses, and you can really get into the swing of it, and you don't have to draw any of this. You don't have to be theatre of the mind. You could literally pick up any of these decals in seconds, and you're done. There's your encounter map. It's personalized. It's exactly how you want it, things exactly where you need them to be. And these are durable. So you can see they are flexible and tough. They don't rip, they're not made of paper. They are static clings. As I say, they don't ever lose their stick because they are not sticky. So you can use these over and over and over again. They're a really strong option and just another great time saver. So that is the first of the packs which we are releasing. Again, this was part of the Townsend Taverns Kickstarter, which happened this year. These town trimmings add-on scenery, they will be available in your local gaming store or favourite online retailer in January 2021, and they are called Town Trimmings. Now, as I mentioned, I'm just going to have a sip of tea, bear with me a second. Sorry about that. Right, we have 3 packs of these which will be coming out in January. The second is called Magic Effects, and this really is a fun pack. So I'm just going to lay these out for you before I start taking them apart, because I just go mad with these. You can really have some fun. This again is 5 pages of magic effects, and as you see, they're vibrant, they're really fun. You get over 60 reusable magic effects in this pack. And same deal as before. Let me start by having a closer look at, let's just start with the fireball. Let's go for the big boy first. You cannot, and you pick up on this. So this subtle little thing here is a static cling again. So it's not sticky. It has no stick to lose. It will grip onto any laminated surface or map surface, allowing you to customize in seconds. So let's pop our sneaky wizard over here. And he's just chucked a fireball across the town square. There it is. It's a great statement piece, and you can put it down in moments. So you will not need to be suddenly trying to draw out fireball effects. You have got a perfect effect at your fingertips, and again in moments. And you can move this very easily. You can specify who's just been got and what the movement effects are to try and, well, evade's a strong word. He looks like he's been caught good and proper with that one. So let's just pop him over there. We also have some other spell effects as well. So I'm going to keep rattling on while I try and put as many of these down for you as possible. So we have some firewalls there. We have some other big event. This does not look like good news to me. I don't know what spells you would use this for, but to me this looks a bit ominous. So we're just going to pop this one over here. Yeah, oh yeah, there's something going on there, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that when that one lands. I don't know what you think, but I would be happier on the other side of the map. And these are, again, reusable, robust, they're flexible, you can't pull them apart, they are solid things, and they lay beautifully flat on any laminated surface. And these magic effects, which we have Matt, who is on the comments today, so thank you, Matt, for keeping everyone informed, is actually, he designed and draws all these, and these have all been individually drawn, and they are very vibrant, as you will see as they go down. So there's lots of colour and they're very individual. And what you will see, the way we get them so vibrant is we put a white layer on the back so that all the colours really pop up. So regardless of what map you're putting these on top of, these will pop up really nicely. Now this is one of my favourite ones coming up. I don't know what spell you would use this for, but I just think it's so pretty. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to put that down there. I absolutely love that little colourful pyramid. And yes, I'm currently playing a rogue, but just things like that make me think we need to find a spell to use that because it's just beautiful. And then we also have some lightning effects. Obviously, we have chills as well. That's a little bit ominous as well, a little bit suspicious. And as you can see, I'm just going through this very quickly, and these are going down super flat straight away. Nothing's trying to walk off the page. It really is this easy. Some cobwebs there. So yeah, so there's going to be a large spider involved with that, and I just think that yes, ooh, yeah. Again, I wouldn't want to be there. I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that. So let's move on, naughty wizard. He has been having a lot of fun, and it's time to clear up. And I'm happy to say that once again, it is the work of moments. These things are beautiful for just coming off really easily. And it really is that simple. So you can clear up and tidy up in seconds. If you are preparing for game night, you can get all this set up ahead of time because they do hang onto the board quite nicely. Or like I've just done, set it up in the middle of a session very quickly and watch your players' faces as you go through the sets and decide which one you're going to zap them with. And cleaning up, it's very, very quick. They come straight off with a little nudge. And obviously I have nails, which makes life a lot easier, but a little nudge will just break the suction on them and they'll pop straight off for you. And that, once again, was magic effects, add on the scenery for RPG mats. These are static clings. They work on any laminated surface and they're going to be on your local game shop and favourite online retailer in January. Right, for the next one I'm going to reach for the giant book because we have one more set to show you. And this set is called War and Siege. And we have a wonderful map for this in the Giant Book, Volume 2, which I'm just going to find again so that I can use it to show you these lovely stickers. So bear with me a sec, I'm just going to get that lined up. There we go, and this is our castle map and our War and Siege stickers. I say stickers, once again, these are static clings. They are reusable on any laminated surface or window. You can actually use these as window stickers. And as you can see, for our War and Siege set, we've got some beautiful war designs here. And also we have additional walls, so should you wish to create your own ramparts, and we have some ruined areas so you can amend as you go. So if that is hit by something, it can then become a bit less complete. So let's have a closer look at some of my favourites in here. And again, we're going to use the map here, and we're just going to pretend that we're having a bit of a siege situation. And again, I'll leave it up to you in the comments to decide if you're trying to get in or defend on this occasion. But as you can see, immediately it goes from being a lovely afternoon castle. You can just imagine yourself having a lovely picnic in that courtyard, and all of a sudden it's gone from that into being a bit more dramatic. So suddenly you have got a lot going on. You can have your siege machinery there. You have your encampments on the inside with a defending army looking to try and repel people who are trying to get in. And again, all this can happen very quickly in minutes. And obviously, it's a very quickly evolving situation. So as you're running your game, you can decide very quickly to put, suddenly, you might want to send your party over to that area because obviously they're coming over the walls. and then all of a sudden, everyone goes charging off to that side, and then you can send them all the way back to the other side again. Again, this just really gives you all the options, and it is such an easy thing to do to customize your map. So if everyone's having a break for the night, you can pop out the sleeping bags if you're feeling kind enough to give them a comfy night's sleep. So suddenly you can say that turret is used for the soldiers, and this one is used for storage. Could be a little chilly. There's your campfire. There could be something in that box that your adventure party needs to come in and have a look at. You never know. Suddenly you've got all these little options that could be absolutely anything that you want. And again, we've got a lot of these. They're not all going to fit on this page, so I'm just going to run you through some more of the ones that we have. We have supplies, a must for any army, but you might want to be a little bit mean to your players and make them go and find something in this pile of supplies. Ooh, let's put that there. It's entirely up to them how they're getting to get it. And again, you can see the colours pop really nicely when they're on the page. You can clearly see what everything is. Again, these are flexible static clings with a white background, so they pop up and they work on any laminated map. So let's put some more supplies there. So again, you could be running around the ramparts. They could have to go and wake somebody up. They could have to go and rescue a sword. There could be someone in that tent they need to speak to. All the while, this whole battle scene can be evolving constantly. And you are able to do that very, very easily. And then, of course, when it's time to clear up, we can simply remove all these things. And again, you can set all this up before the game, so you're all ready to go. You can do it as I've done it as you go along. And then for setting down, again, it'll stay in the book or on the map for as long as you need them to. And then when they come off, you're left with a lovely tranquil scene as if it never happened. So should you wish to jump ahead to a different castle, use it for a different piece of story, again, it's right there ready for you. You don't need to be rushing around redrawing maps. You can simply use this one again in moments. And we're back to exactly how it was. So that was the War and Siege pack of add-on scenery for RPG maps. They work with any laminated map. You get over 80 reusable static clings in that pack, which will mean that you can create scenes like that and many, many more in moments. They are amazingly adaptable and they are great fun to use, and we can't wait to hear about what you think about in the comments. Right, so that is the last of the Townsend Taverns Kickstarter products, which will be out in January. Now, the next thing to talk about is something it's a new thing for us. I haven't talked about this before, so this is a bit of an exclusive GenCon. So we're going to be launching an adventure kit in 2021. This product is still in quite early stage, as you can see. It's not entirely final yet, and we haven't released our cover art for it. That's still under wraps. But I want to take this opportunity to show you what this is, because this has been a bit of a victim of 2020. We'd hoped to have this out already. This has been sat under my desk for far too long, and it's too good a product to be stayed there for too much longer. So we're going to be definitely getting this an Easter release for 2021. Now, what is the adventure kit, you may ask? Well, for starters, it comes in a very exciting box, and this box will be made to look like a book in the finished artwork. So it will sit on your bookshelf and look very innocent. But what it will be is a combination of things. So, for those of you who are familiar with our Kickstarters, back in 2018 when we kickstarted the Giant Book of BattleMats, we had a set of tokens with that Kickstarter, which is it's these actually. We still have some left, and these are cut out at home, robust tokens, double-sided, that you can simply cut out and use. And we had a lot of really good feedback for that. and people were always asking us when we were going to do it again. So what we will be doing, we will be bringing this product out as part of the adventure kit, but that's not all the adventure kit is. I'm going to come back to the tokens in a minute and you will see why in a second. The adventure kit is a kit, so it will contain 12 double-sided laminated maps. Artwork is to be finalised. These are just examples of what they might look like. So as you can see, these maps are double-sided, laminated, and they are really robust. We will have 12 of these double-sided maps in the box. So as you can see, lots of different encounter areas and lots of different possibilities here. We will make sure that we use on these maps our standard entry-exit points. So you will be able to line these maps up to create bigger maps. This will be a very versatile product. So you can use any map individually, or you can get to work and you can create bigger maps with them. They are laminated. So this is a laminated cardstock which we will be using. As you can see, they lay flat on the table. And they will give you lots and lots of different options. So as you can see that one there, you have a standard entry exit point, which runs through into your caves. Lots of different designs. And as you can see, these designs are not the final designs for this product. We will be designing different maps for these. We're not ready to show you what those are just yet. They are still under wraps. But we wanted to show you something because we love this product and we wanted you to love it as well. 12 double-sided laminated maps, which you can build bigger maps out of, all fold up and all go in the box. So I'm just going to pop these off to one side. And again, these are robust. They lay flat. They're laminated so you can write on them. They work with the static clings or any other 3D terrain you have lying around, any other maps you have lying around. Everything works together. Everything has the 1-inch grid on it. We use a standard scale on all our maps of 5 feet to 1 inch. So everything will be the same scale, everything will work well. And because they are modular, you can build products and build up to create a whole adventure world. Like I said, we are not quite ready to disclose exactly what the finished maps are going to be, so you are going to have to wait a little bit longer for that. But if I just take out as an example, oh, I've actually done that quite straight first time, that's a first. So that is lining up 2 of the maps together. Now, I'm going to come back now to we talked about the tokens. So just to recap that is 12 double-sided laminated maps, which you get in the kit. And as well as that, you get tokens. There will be 4 pages of tokens for monsters and creatures. They're on these 4 pages of tokens. These again will be laminated. They will be double-sided on cardstock. So these are going to be really nice, cut out and keep at home. Monster tokens. There will be over 300 creatures in this box. And the artwork on these will be beautiful because I know who we're working with, and that will be another nice surprise. This is very much a preview, so you're going to have to wait for a lot of details here. But so yes, that's 300 creatures will be in this box. Every creature you could possibly need, but that's not all that's going in this box. Again, these sheets will be laminated cardstock, cut out and keep at home. As well as those 300 creatures, we are also going to have another 4 pages of terrain and features. So we're going to have pubs, we're going to have other rooms, we're going to have suspicious cellars, we're going to have lots and lots and lots of different features, all of which can be used on these maps. And indeed, as you can see, any other map. There's going to be a lot in this box. You are going to have a whole host of maps, a whole host of other terrain to customize them with. And as you can see, I'm laying stuff straight over where the fold is. Everything is laying flat. It is a flat product. As I've said before, we feel when you are producing maps for RPG, for playing the tabletop with miniatures, Flat really is a key point, and it's one of the things we really make sure that we get when we're developing products. And this one we're really happy with, because again, the modular maps that we're putting into this will let you expand out your areas. So again, you can play any one page and build up from there depending on your encounter and space. These tokens, again, everything is on cardstock and laminated, so you can customize the customizations, if that makes sense. And this will be like a one-stop shop. I have a boat here with not a sea map, obviously, but this is just a little demonstration of what could be in the box, because we haven't finalised what's going into the box yet. But as you can see, the possibilities here really are absolutely endless. I'm just going to come back to the box for a minute because it's a very, very nice touch. This box will be made up to look like a book. This will enable you to put this on any bookshelf or on in any bag. This will be able to keep everything together and everything listed out really beautifully well. There are magnets in here, so when this closes it stays shut, and this will have beautiful cover artwork that we made to look like a book. So when it's sitting on your bookshelf, it will look like another book until you get it out. There will be so many options in here for any dungeon master or game master to just in moments again produce a map which is exactly what you need for the encounter. This is a one-stop shop, and it's a very, very good option because it gives a little bit of everything. And once you are finished with it, everything folds up neatly and everything fits back in the box. So that adventure kit, just to recap that is 12 double-sided laminated maps. Yep, not so straight anymore. 12 double-sided laminated maps, over 300 creatures on these tokens, plus a whole host of terrain, and it's as easy as that to get everything out. It's a robust product. It's a very handy storage product. And again, you'll have modular maps there, so you'll be able to build up to make larger encounter areas for whatever you'd like to do. So that brings me to the end of what I wanted to show you here today. I really hope we're running a little bit ahead, so we have got time for some questions if you have any, but I hope that gives you an insight into what we've got planned, what's coming up for the next few months. That takes us through to Easter 2021. There were a few comments that I had before I came on today about things that people would like. So in terms of what we haven't shown you here today, we will be kickstarting again in early 2021 with the Wilderness books of battle maps, and that is the companion set to Townsend Taverns and the Dungeons. So that will be a 2-book modular set of wilderness locations, and again that will complement the products we already have in that range, so everything that can be used together. That will be kickstarting in early 2021. We also are thinking that we want to do a sci-fi / cyberpunk version of these modular books, and also obviously the add-on scenery as well. So that will be in the pipeline. We just need to have a think about how we can get that into our schedule to use, but we want to do that. And if you'd like to see that, then please do let us know in the comments, because it would be great to know, because we don't have to kickstart products. We like to kickstart because it's amazing to be close to the community, to be able to ask and answer questions and develop products with the end users so close to hand. But we do also, as we have here with the giant and big, and the board will be launching straight into retail, as will the adventure kit, so they won't be kickstarting. So we have that option as well. When it comes to sci-fi, we do want to do a modular sci-fi set, and we're just thinking about the best way we can do that to make sure that we can get it just how we want it and get it out in time. So thank you all so much for listening to me talking for almost an hour. Is there anything you'd like me to quickly recap in the last 5 minutes? Oh yes, we do love a bit of sci-fi. So what have we got in the comments? Yes, the Giant and Big Book Volume 2, that will be releasing straight to retail in 1st of October this year, so only a few weeks to wait. What else have we got? So yes, I mean, hopefully I've covered most of the things in my rambling on, but we've had a really oh, straight modern. We have got some straight modern maps in our Cyberpunk books. So we have already had a little bit of that. As if by magic, this is our release, which was in July, Cyberpunk BattleMats. So we have had some modern maps in here. So I'm just going to quickly flip through. So the sort of things we had in Cyberpunk, which was out on the 1st of July, was offices, server cores, a bit of a hub block there, and then we also have some straight road designs and also mansions and manors. So we have got some straight modern in there as well. We would need to do a bit of research and just find out if there was enough of an appetite in the market for straight modern maps. We do know there's not much out there at the moment in that genre. So it's something we are having a look at. We're doing the Cyberpunk as a bit of a tester for that, so we'll come back to that, I should think, later. Yes, the map previews when we have everything launching. So the volume 2 books will be putting together the promotional and press material and all the listing material in the coming weeks. And so we hope to have all the maps published on our website pretty shortly, actually. I'd imagine definitely by mid-September. They'll be up and probably sooner. And once again, the Volume 2's Big Book and Giant Book goes straight into retail on the 1st of October, so they'll be available from your local store, as will everything I've talked through today. Matt, we were talking about a wilderness map. Did we ever get that available, or we'll have to put that up on the YouTube channel another day, I think. We haven't quite got that ready for today, but that'll be our next Kickstarter, is the Wilderness Books of BattleMats, and that'll be in early 2021. So, oh, you're awesome too. Thank you very much. We have it's been amazing working with the community and developing products. So we have such fun doing it. We hope you guys have such fun using them as well. Yes, Vital Things for Cyberpunk and Sci-Fi is definitely something we get asked about a lot, and that's definitely something that's on our radar, and we will definitely be doing those. Yes, we're thinking the Kickstarter might be around February, possibly March time. It depends. We just need to get the maps drawn and get the samples back from the factory and just confirm our timings there. Thank you very much. We will make sure it is totally awesome. And once again, that will come out with some static links to match it as well. Oh, I'm really glad to hear we make the DM's lives easier. I mean, Matt, who is sat next to me, been in the comments all night, so thank you very much, Matt. He's a DM of about 35 years, and I've spent a lot of time watching him frantically drawing maps and running around preparing for games, and it's very time consuming. So everything that we do try and make it more fun to do. Oh, that's great to hear. No, we love books. Well, you can never have too many books, let's face it. So we love the books as well. We find it a really handy and convenient form. We use them all the time for our home games. And Matt, who travels as well to his game, he finds them really handy. Stick it in the backpack and you're away. Exactly. Less prep, more play. Oh, I can't say that. Goodness me. But yes, that's exactly it. I couldn't have put it better. Thank you. I really hope that you've enjoyed our little preview, and thank you so much for coming in to support us. How are you guys finding GenCon online? I have to say it's been because obviously we're here in Brighton in the UK, so Indianapolis is a bit of a long way to go for us. So it's been lovely to get involved and do this. And then Matt did a map drawing workshop yesterday, which was really fun as well. So we've had the best time with it, and we hope to be there in person next year. Fingers crossed. So yeah, that's been brilliant. Well, thank you all so much for coming to support us. We won't tell if you don't. Your secret is safe with us. Oh, yes. Thank you all so much for coming to support us and for watching this. If you've got any questions, please follow us on social media. We are BattleMats UK on Twitter, Loke BattleMats on Facebook, and Loke BattleMats on Instagram. We're happy to answer any questions, and we announce everything quite a long way in advance so you can keep track of what we're up to. Ah, you've got a cat as well. Yes, we do have two cats in the house, and we've been quite lucky. They were asleep on the table early, and I had to evict them to do this stream. So we've been unbothered today, which is a first for those two, I have to say. But I am afraid our time is up. So thank you so much for joining us. It's been absolutely great for the last hour, and we'll see you soon. Take care.